Hi everyone, welcome to another walkthrough video of Excel Wonders. We're going to look at a tool called Windows File Renamer, and this is a super useful time saver because it allows you to change in bulk the names of files and folders with a few clicks. So when you arrive at a tool, you should see this screen right here, which is the actual file renamer, but it shows empty because you first need to retrieve the directory that contains the files and folders for which you want to change the names of. So let's click here, Retrieve. And let's first of all add a directory, which I already have. It's a test directory that I have here, but you can always put whatever directory suits for you. Then you need to choose whether you want to retrieve files, folders, or both, like this. And then this is very important, the renaming type. So you can choose between these 5 options. I will actually show you the 5. So I'm going to click here, create completely customized names. I'm going to click retrieve, yes. And here's what I currently have. These are the folders I have. I have folder test 1, 2, 3. Let me show you the directory actually. This is it. This is what I have, which matches exactly what I have here. Now, when I choose completely customized names, basically what I'm saying is that I can add whatever names I want here for these. So I'm going to put test 1, test 2, test 3, and then video. Now, when I click here rename, it asks me first to confirm whether I want to do it or not. And when I click yes, now it gives me a confirmation message that 3 folder names were changed and 1 file name was changed as well. So let me see the directory. Here it is. It now shows test 1, 2, 3, and then video, exactly as I had named. Also, it updates the current names here on this column, and it allows, if you want, to add even new names. Now let's retrieve, let's do exactly the same. So whenever you retrieve it, it keeps here the directory, and I keep files and folders selected. Now I want to apply specific transformation rules. Now let's look at what this is. It gives you 5 options, or it gives you actually multiple options for transformation rules, but it gives you a maximum of 5 transformations that you can apply in one go. So right now, for example, you have to make all letters uppercase, lowercase, make all first letters uppercase, replace the spaces with underscores, replace with dashes, or format as dates. Let me select, for example, this one, make all letters uppercase. And then I want to replace all spaces with underscores. So retrieve, yes, and here it is. So the big difference is that the current name stays as is because it's exactly what I have in my folder, but the final name already comes pre-filled with those transformations that I have requested. But it's still not changed yet because anytime that I retrieve, I always need to confirm the final names and I can make changes to it. And then I click rename, confirm, yes, and here it is. Now, those folders and files that I have here are now renamed to what I had selected. Now let's click again, retrieve, keep all as is, but this section I want to now choose the third option, which is to combine multiple strings separated by a character. This one is super useful as well, because what I can do here is that I can put multiple strings, as you will see, and then select the separator between them. So I have a maximum of five strings that I can concatenate, and it asks me the separator. So I'm going to put underscore, underscore, and then I'm not going to put anything for 3 and 4 because I'm actually not going to fill the string 4 and the string 5. So I don't need separators. So I'm going to click retrieve, and you will see what happens. So now it shows these fields here where I can add anything that I want. And as I add those things, it will start creating the final file. And the final file is a concatenation of all these fields separated by the separator that I had selected. So let's try. So I'm going to put folder, folder, and folder. And then this last one, because it's a file, I'm going to call it file. And then I can call here, for example, 1, 2, and 3. And I call this video. And then this one, I'm going to put test, test, and test. And I'm going to call this one test222. Now let's look at the final file name. This final file name, when you select the concatenation of strings, you cannot edit. You can only edit the actual fields. But now, as you see, it's a concatenation of these 3 fields separated by the underscores that we had selected. And the file is the same exact thing. So if I go now here and rename, I click yes, you will see it's now changed to what I had exactly in final name, but currently in current name. Now let's look at, for example, now this one, append a specific string to existing name. So imagine I want to add the string Excel Wonders underscore at the start of the string. So it's going to take, you'll see, it's going to take the current file and folder names, and it's going to add Excel Wonders underscore to each one of those names. So I'm going to click rename, yes, confirm, and now look at this. It has Excel Wonders underscore added to every single one of the file and folders as I had done before. And now let's look at the last option. So if I click here, trim X number of characters, I can select the number of characters that I want to trim. Let's, for example, call it 13. And the reason why it's 13 is because let's test how we can eliminate the string that we just had appended before, the Excel Wonders underscore. And I can choose whether I want to trim from the start or from the end. So I'm going to choose from the start. Click retrieve, yes. And here is, it takes the current name and it puts back to what it was before I added this Excel Wonder string, because it reduces the name by 13 characters from the beginning. So I click rename, yes, confirm. Now let's look at the folder. Here it is. That string is now gone, and because it trimmed 13 characters from the beginning. And that's it. That's the Windows file renamer.